We've got an update from around the grounds there. 1 Kingsway 58, North Beach 47. So Kingsway 3/4 time had the earlier game started, Brett and Ward. They're up by 11 points.
Yeah, look, that's that could be a big result really in the context of the season. They need to keep pushing, probably to try and finish top 2. Top 3 obviously is where you want to be, but yeah, look, that'd be a big game. So interesting last quarter there.
It's about the start of this second quarter here. Collegians versus University. Murray was brilliant. Pumped it straight down to his partner in crime in Benny Harding.
It's not the first time you've called that today, Cam.
No, it did feel familiar, didn't it?
He put it
Very
straight
familiar.
down his throat.
Yep.
It's
He's
beautiful.
got the hard tag on now as Harding. Won't worry him. He'll just still accumulate the ball. Collegians threw a handball, was okay. That was Jacob Rowe. He handballed it over the top. Second effort was okay by Rowe. Try to find Stockwell. Stockwell the handball. Good hard running here for Collegians finds Max Grant. Max Grant from outside 50. Beautiful spoil, Timmy O'Hara. How good was that?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Brilliant spoil.
Excellent. Better ball movement, though, straight away by Collegians, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty clean there, and yeah, look, could have taken a mark if it wasn't for that excellent spoil.
Look like in front of us, little kids run around and get mud. Brand new pants. The old man wouldn't be happy, and he's got mud all over those pants, the young fella. So Collegians trying to push the ball forward. Kick off the boot was okay. That was Benny Clohessy, and Timmy O'Hara, the veteran full-back, he decides to switch the play across goals. It's a risky kick. Tried to find Sam West. West was brilliant under pressure. Handball over the top was okay. And good defensive spoil by the Collegians player in Campbell Miller. But very good below his knees. Then was Thomas Vilios. And good defensive marks been taken by Jacob Rowe. He's done some good things, Rowe, for Collegians. Lowers his eyes and hits his teammate there, Dorset Sawyer. Dorset Sawyer lowers his eyes as well. Better use of the footy here, Pides Jack Dowland. Right in the middle of the ground. Kick one in the first quarter down. The goal of the day in the pocket. O'Hara spoils his own player. Don't know what he's thinking then. Roved off the pack was very, very good.
Oh, unlucky.
Was Benny Clohessy. Unfortunately went to left of the Pides.
Tom Barton, I think it was, mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
So good start here for Collegians. Put a bit of pressure on. Probably is the scoring end to the right of the screen, I would have thought, Brett and Ward.
We'll find out soon, mate.
Absolutely. So decide to kick the ball.
Ooh, legged.
Conti got legged, I think. Yep, both umpires saw that. Was definitely there. Conti decides to play on. Goes down the back. Good patches all by himself over the far side. There's University player there. Pick him up in a minute.
Dwayne Lake, I think. He's had a bit of the
Dwayne
pill
Lake,
too.
he's had a lot of putty, yeah, and finds big ruckman in Hamish Murray. Murray, beautiful
Oh,
kick into the
great
breeze.
kick.
How good was that kick? Sean Chambotta's dropped an absolute cider. Decides to play on and does the unselfish effort and kicks it straight down the opposition player, Mitchy DeBoer.
He was shaking his head over that one.
Yeah, so Mitch DeBoer kicks the ball down the line and finds his teammate there. Collegians can kick the ball on this good wing. Good strong attack of the footy and good marks being taken then by Timmy Rose. Rose decides to play on, gains a few meterage. Little bump off the side was okay by the University player in Patoli. Oh, good defensive mark. How good was that? A very, very good mark. I don't know why we want to tell him, Collegians guy Benny Clohessy, because you got outnumbered, mate. You look like an idiot. I'll just go on the mark and man up on it. That's what he's done. So the University can run through the middle of the corridor here through Jai Harris. Harris on the right, try and Chabotta. Is that a push in the back or it's a mark? The umpire said it's a mark to Tommy Weskin. So Weskin decides to play on. Good effort by him. Good one-on-one win over to Chabotta. Down the line, Timmy O'Hara. He's been very good for Uni down back. The veteran.
Their back half's been very good today, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Very
they just
good.
structure up so well.
So kicking the ball down the line. Oh, no! Taking a big leap over the top was Nathan Pearce. Don't know why I was out to kick because his own play went over. That's what Nathan Blakely said. I said, I didn't like it, but he's my teammate. I said, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give the kick to the other bloke.
Fair bit of fresh air between his hands and the footy.
There was. Unrealistic attempt, you reckon, Brett. Roving beautifully off the thing was DeBoer on his right. Kicks the ball to the full forward position here. Good spoil at the back. They have numbers there. Well done by University. The defensive pressure by Nathan Stewart was good. Draw the play over the top there and Jai Harris. Harris sells a bit of candy on his right. Good effort here. Finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald switches the ball to the far side. And just about taking a good mark was Darcy Thompson, but a good spoil by the Collegians player. So early stages of the second quarter. University is 6-1 and Collegians are 2-1. So 4:23 to go on in the first. And producer Harley, she's got a worried look on her face, so I won't ask what that's all about. A well end by Harding on his left. He's been very, very good. 1-on-1 was okay. Sam West was very good. Just kept his feet to West. Very good. Through traffic was even better by Harris. Good effort by University here. They punched the ball the full forward position. And Matty Davis dropped what he should have taken. Blakely, smart, little kick around the corner. And here he is.
Yes,
who? And easy as shell and peas is Trumbutta Kit's number 4. But how smart was that by Blakely? Just kept his feet, little kick around the corner. And you name it, little Rovers there.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. And they had a fair bit of the play there for 3 or 4 minutes, Collegians. But the back half for University, Fitzgerald, O'Hara, Harris, Stewart, they just all stood up and eventually got it down the other end. And as what happens, Ward, occasionally, if you have a bit of the footy and you don't capitalise, it goes down the other end and a little pop-up sprinkler kicks another one.
Yeah, you can always put money on it, can't you? It always seems to happen. Those multiple inside 50s and then the other team will go quick inside 50 and bang, there's another one on the board for the University boys.
They've done very well. So it's Milner versus Murray in the middle of the oval here. Beautiful oval here down at Dalkeith. So it's Milner versus Murray. Murray was brilliant. Pushed the ball on. His second effort was okay. Surely got one high was Murray. The umpire saw that as well. He says, give the ball to me. Hamish Murray, you can have a kick. Like you said, Ward, the combination of Blakely and Murray, very good ruck duo for Uni. So kick the ball then through Gazinski on his left. Geez, Sam Dave wasn't even looking at the footy. And that's a kick.
He almost seems surprised that he's given away a free kick.
Hey, mate, what are you talking about? You've got to face the ball. Fairly basic, I would have thought. Don't know why you're arguing.
Might be 50 there. No, the umpire says.
So the umpire says, okay, no play on. So Collegians faithful give him a few. That's fairly a few deep at the back of us, aren't they, the bar?
Yeah, reasonable crowd.
Join a few Carlton dries. Stockwell brings the ball in the corridor. Could have done a lot more. That put his player under pressure was Barton. He was up to the challenge, though, Tommy Barton. Put it in the middle of the corridor. Over the top was Flint. Good tackle then by the Unifis player, Massard, but he copped him high, I think. So Collegians can relieve the pressure right in the middle of the ground through Luke Vincent. He decides to kick the ball on the half-full flank. All by himself there was Ben Lindsay. Lindsay, a little check side kick was pretty ordinary. University have the numbers. The pressure was fantastic by Bertoli. And once all again by Sam West. Sam West to Bertoli. And the umpire says it's a throw. And lucky to get out of that was Collegian through Miller. But he's turned the ball straight back over. Comedy areas at the moment for Collegians. Running right up the corridor and kicking the ball to centre half forward. But ordinary kick. Davies is behind. He's held when he didn't have it. Umpire saw that as well. He decides to kick it, and there it is, a little sprinkler. Better.
As soon as Matt Davies won the free kick, I looked forward and he just pushed off his opponent and pointed to where he wanted it, to the top side, and it was a very good play by Sean Trombetta. And to be honest, Davies recognised it as well very quickly, and lovely left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Look, if it's all well and good to get that nice couple of metre, kind of break, but if you've got someone like Matty Davies that can just hit a target like that, it makes such a difference.
So Trombetti has already kicked 4. If he kicks this one, he's going to give the Collegians heaps. Don't worry about that. He should aim at left and didn't, and that's why it's gone right. We've gone for left goalpost there, Brett. Just it in nicely,
again,
mate.
Cam, pretty easy for me.
Would have nailed it, wouldn't we, boys? Absolutely.
We all would have kicked that in my dreams. There's Jacob Rowe. As the rain starts to come down, I'm a bit worried about Jack standing in that ute. So playing on does Rowe. He's okay. On his right was good. Kicks the ball down the line to a 2-on-1. Stood his ground very well was Nathan Stewart for Uni. Looks like he's running the 4x500, all those cross-country little areas there. Brings the ball in Hamish Murray. Oh, just about marks. So he dropped it, but he's got back up there by Uni. Good effort. Good team play by them. And finds his teammate there in Flint. Well, hitting the ball hard was the Collegians playing Ben Lindsay. But once again, Uni to Massard on his right, tried to find Ben Harding. And umpire says, give the ball to me.
It's been okay in the back half, Muzzard. I think it's Muzzard.
Yeah.
number 2. He's attacks the footy hard. They've actually got a really solid back, 6 or 7. So rotating off the bench, and they've been right on top in what hasn't been a highlighted sort of type of quarter.
No.
They haven't gone 9 minutes and 20 of this quarter. University 7-2, Collegians are 2-1. Oh, a bit of puts the afterburner as a Collegians player there in Timmy Smirk. And he just about got that one through, but University, once again, Timmy O'Hara, the veteran, he'll beat that 9 times out of 10 as the rain starts to come down here.
Geez, I reckon we're going to cop it, boys.
Might cop it, but might get a chicken schnitzel at half time, boys. That might keep us nice and warm. So doing the kick out for University this time is Nathan Stewart. He's been rock solid down back along with O'Hara. There's Stewart. So umpire's call played on, so he just does that. Kicks the ball down the line. And Harding called that very, very nicely. The teammate there was Thomas Bertoli. He decides to play on. Hitting the ball with speed then was Blakely. He's been good, the Doc. Surely the University player didn't have it. It was number 15 there in Thomas Villios. Has the ball now. Let the player through, and who gets it? Harding. Smart. He just chips the ball down, and hard running by the big Doc Blakely. He decides to play on. Handball is over the top there to Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor goes bang, and that is a fantastic team goal by University.
It just looked like a training run there, to be perfectly honest, through that middle of the ground. You had Collegians players that weren't facing the right direction, weren't watching what was going on, and University just ran straight through them, Brett.
Yeah, that'd be disappointing. It was witch's hat stuff. I think Cam called it. Ben Harding used his body well, freed it up for a teammate, took the mark, dished it off to himself, hit a target. I'm not sure how Nathan Blakely can be free 40 metres out from goal directly in front and then have the time to wait and actually pick and choose who he wanted the handball to, who he wanted to win lotto and kick the goal.
Harding's just so smart, doesn't he? He just knows where to go to get a kick, and he just knew that Blakely's going to run forward. He just dished it off, kicked it to space. Just a very, very good player is Benny Harding. If he gets an opportunity at waffle level next year, is young Ben. It's a middle ground once again. It's Murray. He's out rucked this time then by Milner. Milner to his teammate. Shows a bit of run and carry, this fellow is Timmy Smirk. On the right, tried to find his teammate there in Will Pete. There's Pete. Goes one way, goes... Oh, they should be holding the ball. Fantastic pressure by Uni. Ben Fitzgerald, he's been a rock at Gibraltar down back. Former Morris Jr. Fitzgerald. It's a long way there. In the far back pocket is Fitzgerald. He just kicks the ball down the line. Better push in the back there, but the umpire didn't say it was Troy Colton. He played in the state game last week, did Colton. So Blakely puts on his left, thumped forward by De Boer, another thump forward by Uni, and there he is, Harding at the bottom of the pack. He's still, second or third effort was okay. I think he finally copped one then, Harding. It's as close as someone's been to him all afternoon. Benny Harding. So gone 12:33 of the second quarter. University 8-2, Collegians are 2-2. Well done through traffic was the University player, Darcy Thompson. He had nowhere to go, so he decides to bring his teammate in the play in Patoli. Patoli switches the play forward to find James Conti. Do that a lot, Brett, don't they, switching the play?
Yeah, they do. I was just watching Harding at the contest, and they're manning him up as the ball goes in the air. And as soon as it does, the Collegian blows hunts the pill, and he goes to the right spot and ends up free every time. You need to pay a bit more attention to him than just the ball in.
Wouldn't you be following the guy that's getting the pill every single time?
Good way to get it. Go and follow him. He keeps getting it.
And he's a left footer, so you stand on the inside because he's going to go that way as well. But otherwise, like Brett said, it's pretty easy for me. Good strong mark then taken by Colton. On the left, kicks a ball. Davies used to the body extremely. He was just too strong.
Powerful, wasn't he?
He just too strong. And he's liable to kick this one, Matt. It's a thumping kick. He decides to play on. Oh, I should have done.
Oh.
And that would have hurt too. Don't worry about that. Tommy Smook, that would have hurt his hand. These Collegians can wedge the ball out to the half-back flank. Good sprawl over the top by University there, and Nathan Stewart. Davies again. There he is, Harding, lowers his left. Running on the far side, tackle's okay. Kaczynski had it, lost it. Handball's over the top there, and Nathan Stewart. Stewart over the top to Colton. Colton from right on the pocket, tried to find Blakely, he got pushed under it. There he is, the little sprinkler. Watch him, he'll get it. And got tackled, that should be holding the ball. Umpire said no, it wasn't. So well done to Boer for Collegians, brings the ball out. had a lot more time than he thought, and he just throws it on his boot and he's turned the ball straight back. Arlen Masada, agree with you, Brett. He's had a good quarter, this fella. And forwards in the hand there of Lake. Lake on the left. Oh, good strong mark by Nathan Pearce.
They just seem to have open players all the time, don't they, boys? And they're good at finding the targets as well.
Yeah, you can get outclassed, but you still got to have some work rate. And Collegians just seem to be lacking in that area. It's interesting though. Like University, a massive loss a few weeks ago, and then lost to CBC 2 weeks ago before the state bye, and it doesn't look that sort of tied today.
No,
it's
certainly not.
Their back half looks solid.
Says Nathan Pearce. Starts it right, and geez, that breeze pulled it up.
Yeah,
it's out of bounds on the
really
full. Pretty strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Swirl is more tricky than we think. So just over 15 minutes. Uni 6 goals straight in front, 8-2 to 2-2. So Collegians kick the ball down the line. Ryan Donaldson, beautiful ball, handball over the top. Handball to Kaczynski, over to Davies. Davies tripped over. Oh, beautiful off balance kick, and there he is, the sprinkler.
Excellent.
He just pops up. Gets an easy kick, and this time he's going to go for goal number 5. Little Shawnee.
Lovely
better.
little short kick getting pushed over by Darcy Thompson there. He haven't caught him a lot today, but that was very classy.
Yeah, very, very smart play there by Darcy Thompson.
They're quick hands in tight then. They just until they found a free guy. Yeah.
Here he is.
And guess who it was?
Shawnee.
Our man.
Shawnee Sprinkler from Botta. He's going to go for goal number 5. This time aimed at the left goalpost, son. And he hasn't listened to me again.
You might have to have a word with him.
Might have to go out with him, mate. I reckon you could kick 7 if you just kick it to the left.
He should have learnt from the first one, shouldn't he? That was very
definitely an easier kick as well, wasn't it?
Certainly is.
Yeah, he should have 6.
Yep. So really, they've only kicked 2 goals this quarter, and they've dominated the quarter, Brett. So they should have more goals on the scoreboard.
Yeah, no great highlights this quarter so
It's
far.
going to be out of bounds on the full. I might take it there. It's right in front of us.
I was tempted to have a run at that. I thought that's coming this way.
No doubt you would run and ping your hammy. Play on was good. The vision, Blakely, like he didn't play on the dock. He is having a look around. The veteran from Swans. Left foot kicked the ball down the line. Brings the ball to the ground. Sport Hero player was the Collegians player. At the bottom of the pack there was Cusack. A good tackle from behind then with Jacob Rowe. He's done well, Rowe. He's been one of the better players for Collegians. And I tell you what, that schnitzel burger, Haley's smelling pretty good, isn't it?
Come on, mate, control.
He's planting some seeds, isn't he?
Certainly am. Here he is. They have the ball now. Collegians, geez, your check side kick went the wrong way. Have the ball now. Down the line there was Max Grant. Good kick and finds his teammate there in Ben Clahessy. So Clahessy right in front of us. He decided to play on.
Oops.
Oh, he's in a bit of trouble.
Oops.
And he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. And that will not go in the highlight reel, Brett Mayo, as one of your best.
Nah, grab a seat, son. Yeah, they're very disappointing. Now, whether it was lack of options to kick to, but he sort of got himself into a bit of a web then, didn't he?
Oh, look, he did. In the middle of the ground like that, you probably just got to take the long option down the line.
So Hamish Murray has it now. He's been good, Murray. Kicks the ball to the centre-half forward position. This ball over the top, well done by Kaczynski, the smaller player. Oh, through courage then, if it was Flint. Handball's over the top, so was Paula, he was good. And good contest by Collegians. Handball's okay, falls in the hand of then Jamie Paul. Paul takes a bit of bounce, there's nothing to kick to, so he's going to run into trouble and it's holding the ball. But no one leading to you. James Conti knew that was going to happen, so he just chased him and holding the pill.
Yeah, look, he did really well to break from that contest, but there was just nothing for him to kick to there.
Sort of sums up their first half, I feel.
It certainly does. Mazarad, he's been good. They're just running rings around him at the moment. University can chip the ball over the top. Pretty ordinary kick, really, to one-on-one. Met the ball very hard there with Sam West. He's been impressive. West over the top then to Nathan Stewart. He's also impressive. Stewart tried to find Kaczynski. He got spoiled, so Collegians can come out. It's a bit of a win to them. Centre half back. He does the inside banana torpedo punt. And you know it. That's Harding. He'll do something with it. Handball's okay to Murray. Back 1-2. And they work their way out. Very good was Batoli. And fired Sam West. He's had a good game, West. He lowers his eyes. Half forward flank. Gajitski on the right from outside 40. It's a fantastic kick into the breeze. He might have... Has he kicked that? He has! Great kick to Tommy Gajitski. Good kick that one there, Brett. Deep in the pocket.
Outstanding.
Just punching in the breeze.
Yeah, the dead pocket as well. So it was an outstanding kick. Probably a bit of a highlight for the quarter.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a quieter kind of quarter, hasn't it? A lot of lulls in it, but yeah, that great goal by Gajitski. Third one for Uni for the quarter as well.
So just on 20 minutes now, 9-3 to 2-2. Collegians only kicked 2 points this quarter. University have kicked 3-2.
Just been trying to find Ryan Donaldson. I think last time we called the game he was out injured and haven't seen him on the ground for quite some time.
Right,
yeah, he was on, I think he might have started on the bench. He was on for maybe a minute or so, but I haven't noticed him since then.
See, they need him cherry right for finals, don't they? Donaldson is a key player to them.
Yeah, wonderful first quarter.
Certainly did. He's the latest goal kicker. Gajitski has a lot of time with it. Just goes back to Murray, puts him under pressure, Murray. And good smart thinking then by Jacob Dorset Sawyer. He just puts him in the side and came out with a footy. Well done, son. Good effort. Bit of a win over there. Goes to Timmy Rose. Rose on the right boot to the centre half forward position. Spall over the tap. O'Hara was brilliant. Over the top. Found his teammate. Mazzaretti's been very good this quarter too. He's had a lot of possession sweeping off the half-back flank, Brett. I think you caught it early in the quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to fight Timmy O'Hara for a feed. He doesn't give you much. He's just been wonderful down the back today. That was a terrific spoil.
So Blakely comes back onto the ground. A lot more size over Thomas Weskin for Collegians. And there's Murray in the front. Ruck work was good. Trying to push the ball out, get a kick out of it. Well done, University. Push the ball forward, trying to find Colton. Colton sure to find Gajinski. And well done by Collegians. A bit of a win there through traffic was Campbell Meller. Trying to find his teammate there in Jamie Paul. Paul good through traffic. Brings the ball in the corridor. They have the numbers here to University. Just waited. There was Darcy Thompson. Smart. Went back into it. Then was Jai Harris. Great tackle then by Uni. They have the numbers again. And Sam West, very cool under pressure and lowers his eyes. Beautiful kick, West. Smart player. And Troy Colton's taken a mark. It's just the far side of the wing. It decides to play on. Here's the ball extremely well down the back. And there's Gajitski here. He's had some hell of a corner. Kicks on the left. But stamping on the ground and taking a good defensive mark is Jake Dowland.
It wasn't his best kick there at all, but it's good to actually see a player go into his non-preferred and at least give it a go.
Yeah. We've seen him play some pretty good 40, haven't we?
Yeah.
Gajitski. And DeBoer tries to play on. But once again, he's had nothing to kick it to, Brett, so he just kicks it in that breeze, and they're going to mark it 9 times out of 10. They do that quite easily to James Conti.
Yeah, I think we need a head count.
Conti over the top to West. West to Colton.
University's forward line so easily this quarter.
And Colton should have done a lot more than that. And here's this player again. He's had some kind of game, hasn't he, Sam West? He's been awesome. Probably pushing the best on ground on us, I reckon, West. There's Cusack on the right. Handballs his player, Campbell Mill, in all kinds of trouble. Mellis met by Gajitski. The defensive pressure by Uni in the back half and forward half has been very good, but Collegians have the ball now through Jamie Paul. He decides to lower his eye. That's a better kick to space. This next kick what lets him down, and it's done again because he's put Stockwell under pressure. Stockwell's overran it, but keeps his feet very well. Spore was very, very good. This guy's had a good quarter as well.
Yeah, the whole back line has really just stood up, haven't they? The Collegians have actually brought a little bit of the footy inside 50 today, but in this quarter, just haven't looked like scoring.
Certainly don't, and should be probably a lot more in front than 9-4 to 2-2. So boundary umpire throws the ball in. Murray over the top. Harding has got set up on by 2 or 3 players and just runs the ball out, picks himself up. And the umpire says, give the ball to me, about 40 metres out from the Collegians' goal. Can they sneak one here? Murray was good through the ruck. Over the top then for Lake. He's been good too, Lake. And Paul for Collegians pushes the ball to the far side. Oh, a big peck over the top. Standing under the ground then was Tom Smirk, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full.
He works hard, Smirk, for the Collegians team.
So 24 minutes, 9-3 to 2-2. Right on the point post there for Collegians. Can they sneak one in just before half-time, just before we maybe get a chicken schnitzel burger and chips there, Haley? Because, like I said, it's smelling pretty good behind us on the right. Kick the ball down the line. Murray was good over the top. Brings the ball to the ground. Courage there. Caught one high. There was Paul. Umpire didn't see it. I saw it, but the umpire didn't. And Harding tries to keep the ball in play. Well done by Harding. Used his teammate very well by Flint. Flint was good. He went the wrong way, Flint. And this could prove costly. Paul's had a remarkable recovery from a head knock. Come back on the ground. Well done. A lot of courage from the Collegians play there. And Timmy Rose. Rose on the right. And this is going to be a good mark. Then to Timmy Walker. This could be his second goal. And boy, did Collegians need that one right on the half-time mark. So half-time here. Collegians are 3 goals 2 and University are 9 goals 3. Major goal scorers. Trombetta, he's been good with 4. 3 of those in the first, 1 in the second. 1 goal to Kaczynski, to Davies, to West and to Blakely. 2 goals to Timmy Walker and 1 to Dowland for Collegians. First of all, Brett, University just have all the answers at the moment. Collegians just not quite up to it at the moment.
No, the game didn't get to any great heights that quarter, but when University were clean through the middle of the ground, they looked way too good. And sadly for the Collegian supporters, I think it's just a little bit more effort and covering for players. There's just not enough work rate, and too many University players are free, and how they're setting up in the back half is controlling the game. And Collegians don't have a tall target, so they need to kick the footy a little bit lower and lower their eyes as they go in the forward half. And when they do, unfortunately, they can't hit a target. So they've got some challenges in the second half, that's for sure.
So your thoughts there, Ward?
Yeah, look, I agree with you. It is really noticeable with them going forward. You think about the goals that they have kicked. One was from a really good tackle, that last one there. Look, that was actually where they showed a bit of work rate. And the other one was where the young guy Dowland, absolutely jagged one. So, look, they're really struggling for options to score goals. And I think it's going to be a tough second half for the Collegians guys.
Absolutely. We're going to take a short break here. So for Dalkeith Oval Seas University, the away side, 9 goals 3. Fantastic kicking to them. And Collegians are 3 goals 2. A margin of 6 goals in front to University. Welcome back here to Collegians home over. A couple of update scores around the ground. Surprising quarter time. Wembley 3 goals up on Fremantle CBC, so a bit of a turn up for the books there. Unusual result that, but a long way to go in that game. Kingsway have defeated North Beach, Brett and Ward in that game by 8 points, so good effort by them. And Curtin versus Trinity. Curtin and Wesley 24, Trinity 14. Back here, 9332 University up. We've got a QR code on the screen, so if you want to scan that in, you better give an overview of our halftime of the season wrap, boys. So they've had that. So if you get your phone or whatever up to the screen, download on that QR code there, and it gives the Harris Mayo Robbins halftime, half-season summary.
Have you seen it yet?
Haven't seen it?
No, I haven't either. But everyone else needs to have a bit of a look, I reckon. So, yeah.
You're pretty right with some of those players you picked on that side there, Ward. So what do you do? Collegians coach there, Brett. Put the coaching hat, which obviously you've coached at the high level. What would you do for the Collegians coach to get themselves back into the contest?
Oh, you got to start small, don't you? They just need to halve it in the middle. They seem to be paying a fair bit of attention to Harding for about 2 or 3 seconds around a contest, and then he floats where he wants and wins the footy. They just need to maintain their attack on the opposition and the footy for longer periods of time, and they need to be more accountable through the wings and the half back lines. So they got some real challenges. It's not an overly tall side, so they need to penetrate through low kicks, and their skills unfortunately haven't been up to that today. University was so much to play for. They really just need to try and win the third quarter, and then small blocks for them.
Absolute shout out for a person I haven't seen for about 30 years. My tribunal advocate when I was at the East Perth Footy Club back in the 90s was Bill Blake, which is Mark and Doc Blakely's grandfather. Just caught up with him. Good to see he's still hunting around, 87 years of age, and he played junior footy for North Perth Mets with my daddy, and he reckons he played here when he was 17. So he's got a good memory, young Bill. Shout out to you. He listens to us every week. So shout out to you, Bill. And they've got a life member at the East Perth Function Day tomorrow, so Bill's going to get along there. He said the hardest part of that is trying to get my wife to go along. I said, Bill, just leave her home, mate, and get on the sauce and enjoy yourself. He said, actually, I might do that.
Not a bad idea, I reckon.
Not a bad idea here. So University here, they were in front by just over 6 goals. And interesting to see how many more possessions Harding get. But, Sam West has been impressive for me.
Yeah,
he's been good.
He's been really good. He obviously he looks like a taller type of player, but just a rangy kind of runny wingman that he's playing today. But look, he's been a player that I hadn't noticed this year so far. Very, very good for the University side. Absolutely.
It's the middle of ground. It's fairly cool. Hope it doesn't rain too much, and poor old Jack, worried about him sitting on the back of that ute. Umpire says give the ball to me.
He's going to Harding. He's been trying to give him a bit of a hard time pre the bounce. See if he can stick with him.
Yeah, good luck. As Murray has it, Paul was good. And there's Donaldson. He's back on the ground. Good to see him on the ground. The play we talked about once again is Sam West on his right. Kicks the ball. This eternity. No one's on this player too. It's Lake. Beautiful kick by Lake. Tried to find Colton, but he spilt it. Brought the ball back in the contest. Good effort by the Collegians players. Should be holding the ball, surely. Umpire says no, it's held to him. So good defensive pressure then by William Applin. It's about 30 metres short of University's goal. Murray through strength. Second effort was okay. Tackled by Donaldson was good. But well done by the Collegians player there, Max Grant. Handball's over the top. They're running a bit more so far this quarter, but University's pressure once again is very good. Over the top was okay. Falls in the hands of Bertoli. He lowered his eyes very, very well. And find Gajiski on the right. And there he is, the sprinkler. He's taken another one.
Well weighted kick, or a bit of luck involved, I'm not sure.
No, great kick there. Oh, and he's kicked it off.
He's kicked it off. Jeez, it wouldn't have easy kick, but the team footy, a very, very good effort. Finds his teammate all by himself, and Conti.
I think Ward alluded to before the game. They actually need to put the foot down this half, University, don't they? Their percentage needs a boost.
Yep.
So, keeping them to minimal scores obviously really important, and whacking them on themselves.
Sorry, it's Velios. I'm sorry. Apologise for that. And he didn't kick the goal anyway. So, first score for the third quarter to University, who are 9-4, and Collegians are 3-2. We're going 1 minute 32 of this third quarter.
unfortunately, it's a bit of the same for Collegians already. When they turn that ball over, University are able to find open players straight away. So it's, they seem to be okay when they've got the ball and, looking to go forward, and great kick out of defence there. But it's when they turn the ball over, no one's manning up a player, and University have just got open players all over the park.
And well done there, Ward. Good summation of that effort. On the right, it's camping back and taking a good defensive mark was Conti. He can handball the ball over to West. He's been sensational as Sammy West. Beautiful kick to Trombetta. One way from goals. Won't kick one from there, the little fella. So he kicks a guy on this right. Tries to find Colton. He's missed it. So Collegians have the numbers. Colton's second effort was okay. Somehow gets a handball onto it. But well done by the big defending ruckman there in Cusack. Cusack was okay. Handball was even better then by Applin. And Murray has it, lost it, found to Donaldson. Donaldson on the right, kicks the ball down and trying to find Blakely. Good mark, outstretches the big fella. He kicks it on his left foot to the hot spot. Spall over the top was okay, trying to find Davies. Kaczynski's little socket around the corner. He's kicked a fantastic goal. Thought he was playing for Australia. Little Pele goal off the boot, and good. But once again, a good kick by Blakely to the point of the square, and good soccer goal there, Brett.
Yeah, and Donaldson's skills to Blakely were very good, and Blakely's done the team thing and hit at the top of the square. And again, as Ward mentioned not too long ago, they're just not accountable enough. And though he kicked it off the ground, it was a good goal. He just didn't have a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, look, that was what really needed to change for me. Looking this third quarter, it's that work rate and that accountability. If there are any danger of actually being competitive for the second half. So
Kaczynski thought he was playing for the Socceroos then. Beautiful little kick on the right out of mid-air. So Warren Signs here for Collegians. Another one for University. That's their 10th. So Collegians go through the middle of the ground through Claire Hesse. And good kick to space. And that's the first really attacking move Collegians have had since midway through the first, Brett.
I think that's probably their first clean clearance.
Yeah,
there's been some scrappy ones, but that was clean, Ward, and a really good spot up.
Yeah, excellent. And, Timmy Walker leading out, taking a really good mark and, potentially going back for his third goal of the game.
Certainly done well. He's hit one in the first and one in the second. This could be his third to Tim Walker. Been okay. So Walker, half forward flank, leans back onto it and just pushed it a little bit left. But pretty good kick from outside there to Walker. So minor score there for Collegians. They've gone 4-33. They are 3-3 and University are 10-4. Just over 6 goals the margin. And it's starting to get fairly chilly here.
Mate, I'm absolutely frozen at the moment.
You've got goosebumps, mate. Give the boy a scotch.
Fairly chilly's an understatement.
Freaking cold, Brett. So University have it now. The back half. Nathan Stewart, he's done well and finds this man. He's been everywhere. Harding on his left. Good strong mark. That could be 50 to Stewart. It's not. It's Murray, sorry.
If they're good enough to make finals, University, Murray and Blakely are a really great combination to have heading into a final series.
Yeah, absolutely. And in form too, they are. See Murray down the line. Thomas Villios, he socket off the ground, gained a few meterage. And Nathan Blakely said, look, I'll do the ruck work here, or I'll push forward. I think it's the latter. So Murray is running onto the contest now, but
I think my only query on Uni when it comes finals times, and I think that might be around the mark, is probably that key forward kind of player. Trombotto's an excellent forward, and Davey's always a handful, but just having that key target up forward might be where they battle a little bit.
Yep.
Big key centre forward, you're right there, Ward. So Paul runs through it now for Collegians, sells a bit of ice candy, then gains a few metres and kick to a one-on-one. Oh, good defensive mark's been taken then by Patoli. Good courage by him. The umpire saw that as well. So Tommy Patoli. He's been a rocket Gibraltar down back as well. Umpire's called play on. So Jaws to play over the top. Find Kaczynski. Kaczynski runs away through brute strength. Great play, young fella. And finds Mazaret. He's been good too. Number 2. He can kick the ball over the top to Donaldson. And Ryan Donaldson, Rhino. Beautiful kick. Found Blakely. Fantastic pass. He decides to play on. Good effort then, and finds the teammate there in Villios. Villios there, kick to space, tried to find Taylor. He's outnumbered by De Boer. Oh, De Boer holding the ball. I don't know if he was thinking then, other than trying to get the ball on his boot. So Ben Taylor can relieve the pressure. He's got to go behind the mark though. I saw that as well. So Taylor just about 10 metres short of the bullseye here at Dalkeith Oval. He uses his trusting left, trying to find Davies. Good strong mark. Got the arm chop.
A real penetrating kick, wasn't it, from
beautiful.
the middle of the ground? Difficult conditions. Not on the right pocket though for on a windy day like this, but as we know, he's a very classy kick, so who knows, he's quite possible to kick this.
So Matty Davies, he lowers his eyes. Beautiful kick, and there he is. He pops up.
Finds the space, doesn't he? Well done.
He does. And will he kick number 5? He's had a lot of opportunities.
He really is one of the most damaging small, genuine small forwards in the competition.
Absolutely.
Shawnee Trombetta.
Yeah, your point's very good, Ward. If they had a tall key with him and Davies and a really good gun centre forward, full forward, it'd be a different makeup, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they'd be very, very handy, I think.
So Shawnee Trombetta, he's only about 20 metres out, but pretty tricky breeze. He kicks around the corner and he nails his 5th. So good effort to Trombetta. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and now 1 in the third for another goal to University. It's 11 goals, 4 to 3-3. And we're just over 8 minutes of the third quarter.
2 goals to 1 this quarter, so I suppose Collegians are probably trying to halve the contest, and they've closed those gaps a little bit, and University, from a coaching perspective, would really want them to put the foot down now.
Bit of surprise in the AFL too. I believe the Collingwood have given the West Coast Chooks a bit of a rub up.
Yeah, a bit of
10
a
goals
touch-up.
up at one stage, 11-4 to 1-4, so not good for the Big Bungers 300th.
No, but the day just keeps getting better, Cam. That's great news.
It does, it is. Very
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
knockout by Murray to the captain and Harding. He captained the state side and did a good job, did Benny Harding. And seeing the recruiting guy earlier on, Phil Smart for Swan Districts, maybe he was looking at maybe Ben Harding there. Good pick up by you, Ward. He's been around for years. He's a footy manager at Claremont. I was back for East Perth back in the 90s. A Smarty, he's still around.
He's a very good bloke, Smarty.
Loves a punt too to Smarty. I wonder if he'd punt on University winning this one, because he might pick up a few dollars. There's Smirk.
Oh, I reckon he'd get about $1.01
Yeah.
at the moment, so.
Wouldn't have been a great price.
Yeah.
And there's Luke Vincent, half forward flank. Starting to get very cold, as we said. Vincent decides to play on down the line. Oh, should have punched the ball, was Fitzgerald. Should have done a lot more with that, Fitzgerald. Because Dorset Sawyer was in front of him.
Yeah, I think he thought he had a whole foot over him and he could just reach. But, strong mark by Dorset Sawyer there.
Probably his only error for the day, I would have thought. Fitzgerald's been pretty solid
pretty
down
good
there
at
as well.
centre back, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was him that took that courageous mark in the second quarter.
So Dorset Sawyer, geez, he's kicked that high. And look at that.
We don't need any encouragement for rain.
We don't.
That ball's almost stopped in the air, I reckon.
So minor score here. The young fella's doing a very good job on the scoreboard. 3 goals, 4 to 11 for margin of exactly 8 goals for the visiting side in University.
That was when we were down at Kalamunda the other day. We had a whole Colt side doing the scoreboard, didn't we?
We did.
There's about 25 of them down there running up and down the scoreboard.
Shout out to the Perth Footy Live, Brett. We had to fill in for those boys as a one-off. They got the team back, me and Ward, last week. So went out to Kalamunda for the C1s and had a bit of a laugh. It was
wonderful.
good fun.
Yeah, it was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
We got looked after them with their canteen, unlike here, although we did get a can of Coke here
Steady,
for
mate.
Collegians.
Come on.
Stockwell, good through traffic. Kept his feet. Protected by 3 or 4 players. Pushed the ball forward there. It was Mellor. Once again, the pressure by University has been relentless all day. The umpire says, give the ball to me. So about 10 metres short of the bullseye this way of Collegians. We trail at the moment 3-4 to 11-4. Good ruck work this time by Cusack for Collegians. And it's just hard work to get a free opportunity run at the footy there, Brett.
Yeah, it's been a little bit scrappy at times this quarter.
Certainly is. There's Murray again. Hamish Murray, little backhander on his right. Was very intelligent in the ruck. And somehow they can get out. There's Davies, put his body on the line. And he's pushed back into the midfield as young Matty Davies.
Got a wonderful work rate, Nathan Murray, hasn't he?
Oh, he has, hasn't he?
Sorry, Hamish Murray.
Yeah, just runs and strength. And once again, Harding at the bottom of the pack. Surely he got set upon. The umpire didn't see it. It's miles over the top, but it wasn't. There's Batoli. He's been very good, decides to switch the play. It's a risky kick. And there's Fitzgerald. He's been sensational, this bloke. Fitzgerald takes one bounce. Gains a few minutes. Kicks it to space to the Doc Blakely. Blakely should have done a lot more better than that. He knew it too, he said. Little wry smile. Draw the handball. It's a good passage of play here by Collegians. On the left was okay. It was Luke Vincent. Outnumbered those two players. They've been late all day. Well, pickup was very good by the Collegians player there in Dorset Sawyer. But once again, University have numbers. Can draw the player over the top or kick. It's the ladder and did not look where he kicked it. He's turned the ball straight over. And Ben Lindsay says, I'll take this mark quite easily. He lowers his eyes. Good kick, good vision. And finds Ollie Henderson. He's been quiet. Henderson hasn't caught his too many dome today, Brett. Henderson.
No, I haven't heard that name too often.
And then
sadly
he stuffs that one right up as well. Kicked to the man on the mark. Velios met very heavily by the Collegians player. The ball's going nowhere. The umpire says, give the ball to me. Bit of a stalemate at the moment. Gone 13 minutes, 11-4, 3-4. Uni up by 8 goals.
Yeah, a bit of University have just taken the foot off a little bit at the moment. Turned the ball over a little bit more and look almost coming down to Collegians level, to be honest. So need to put the foot back on and start kicking some more goals.
See, poor old Nathan Blakely's copped one right in the midriff there. Stead out in the ground is the Doc. He's been winded that. They hurt those. Don't worry about that. Lowers his eyes to the Collegians play going forward. Once again, they have numbers. They can use O'Hara. That's Tim, uses his left. He's a right forward, can use his left equally good. There's Harding. He's been everywhere. Harding on the left. And good kick. Oh, I should have taken that mark. There's University playing Ben Tully. Dropped his head. Would not like to see that in the highlights rule. When you drop your head. So Collegians push the ball to the centre half forward position. Oh, no, lack of talk by both players. Stockwell's been cleaned up by his own player. I want to see that, and University can mop up and do that well. The far side, kick it to the half forward flank. Going up with one hand was the Collegians player there, and a Will Put. Good tackle once a University, smart. Little tap over the top by Colton was good. He gets the 1-2, does Colton. Will use his left foot, lowers his eyes, and there he is.
Great kick.
Chombotta takes another mark, but beautiful kick. Chombotta's called to play, and he sells a bit of Kenny. He wants another goal, does a little sprinkler. No, he kicks it to space to Daves, and this will be 15 metres. He'll bring this right to the goal score. No, he hasn't given him a 50. I thought he pushed him right in the middle of the back. Good vision by Chombotta there.
Yeah, look, it was a lot better, wasn't it? I was just thinking that that could have been 3 or 4 minutes of the worst football I've seen for quite a while there, gentlemen. But, yeah, good link-up play up the ground and look really unselfish by Chombotta to hit Matty Davis.
So Davies is about 35 metres out. Probably kicked the goal, aimed to the right goalpost and let the Breeze do the talking. So there he is, Matty Davies. Deliberate shot of goals, the left footer. And he has aimed that beautifully to the right goalpost, bends it back for it. Welcome back here to Dalkeith Oval, 13-4 to 4-4. Sorry, we've had a few technical issues with the internet. People probably downloading everything from the Wi-Fi, I think, so apologies there. But we're back here live. 9 goals advantage of University. Probably the highlight of this quarter is going to be who gets the best on ground, wins the Dartfish beanie and the thongs, and hopefully it doesn't rain to make sure poor old Jack doesn't get wet, Brett. How about the highlights coming up this quarter?
Yeah, I think that might sum it up. No, just purely from a game perspective, Uni really need to put the foot down here, and I know Collegians obviously going to try and bottle it up, and it's difficult in the windy conditions, but they need to finish with a bang and turn this into a sort of 13, 14 goal win as a bare minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. So Murray's doing the ruck work here for University. Just thumps it, does the big old-fashioned humpity-do, gains a few metres here. Well, this Collegians player all by himself there with Tom Cusack. Cusack, put on by Harding. He crept up a couple of metres, I reckon, than Harding. He's been good again. Good sprawl over the top for University. Bring the ball to the ground. They have the numbers here. Handball's okay. Found Paul. Paul on the right. Kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. Oh, it's about a one-handed dangle. Ball come to ground. Would have been a fantastic mark then by Timmy Rose. Sock it off the ground here. Somehow got a kick on the ball, but it just hasn't got enough meterage on it, and minor score. So, first quarter for Collegians. How are you, young fella? In front of us here, getting his footy. How are you, mate? So, kick the ball down the line, and University have it again. They've done that every way possible. Coming out of the back line, has Uni, and I agree with Brett and Ward. I think they're a threat in the finals come a few weeks' time. So Collegians lose their eyes. Oh, there's no one there. Oh! He fell over, marked his own ball. It was Nathan Stewart. Great mark by Stewart. Fell over. They still had the opportunity to mark it. So he kicks the ball over the top. And finds Jai Harris. He's been very good, Harris. He's going to kick the ball down the line. Leading the ball very hard. Attacking the footy very good was Thompson. Well done by De Boer. He's got no left foot either, so he uses his right. And bring the ball to the ground was Patoli. Over the top was good. And good hard running. And good mark being taken by Sam West. Handball's okay. Good running here by Uni. Finds Blakely all by himself. Good strong mark by the big Doc. Blakely. It's again good honest effort by him. He can chick the ball down the line. Good hard running by University, but somehow got tackled. Back to Blakely. Blake on the right. Found the captain there in Harding, and Harding does not waste the footy and fights. He finds his teammate there in Stewart. Stewart lowers his eyes. Again, they're just not manning up, are they, Collegians? And Fleet has it. Finds Harding again. Harding on that left foot. Kicks it. There he is. Trombotta all by himself. And he could, kicks this, he could win the beanie.
Mate, he could do. He's right in the mix, I would have thought. As we saw the ball, unselfishly kicks it to Matty Davies there. Yeah. Great kick by Trombetta.
But he's had a lot of score assists, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's that was an interesting kick, come in high, and he's the smallest player there. Everyone else seemed to fall over around him, and he was just standing there and took an uncontested mark, 25-30 out from goal.
No, it was really noticeable as they were moving the ball up, through the ground there. The University players have been first to the ball just about all day, but the ball's holding up that little bit more as well, so it's given them extra, couple of metres every time. So I think we're going to see that a lot this quarter.
So Matty Davis going for goal number 3. He's kicked one in the first, one in the third. He's about 30 metres out, directly in front, leans back on that one, and pulls it left for a minor score. And should have done a bit better there, but once again started in the middle of the ground once again by Harding there, Ward. Yeah. Just uses the ball extremely well and knows how to get the pill.
Yeah, look, he does, and he generally picks a reasonably good target as well.
So Applin decides to kick the ball down the line, find his teammate, bring the ball to ground. Well done, Collegians by hand. It's out of bounds right in front of us. Umpire said, give the ball to me. It's out of bounds. Good pressure by Lake.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy with the boundary umpire. He thought he'd missed that one there.
And it's definitely out of bounds right in front of us. So boundary umpire's going to throw the ball in. It's Murray versus Milner. Murray, brute strength. Got a ball out of the pack. Collegians have the numbers. He's on top of it. Could be a bit of trouble here. Well done again by Lake. Went backwards. Paul put pressure on this player. Good effort by Paul. Handball's okay over the top then. Found Lindsay. And Lindsay on his right. Good sprawl. Uni bring the ball to the numbers. At the bottom of the pack there is Vincent. Vincent went back into the contest, and umpire says, give the ball to me, going nowhere. So just on 5 minutes, 35 to 4-5. As Brett said, University just need to get a few more goals to increase their percentage. It's going to come in vital come the end of the season. There's Murray. Well done by Paul. Let's try this fella for Collegians. Paul has been okay, and good kick. Rode off the pack was okay, was Wiskin. And he's been tackled very well by 2 or 3 University players. And umpire says, give the ball to me, going nowhere. I was holding the ball. It's a ladder. So Uni get a free kick here and find Hamish Murray. He's very athletic, isn't he?
Yeah,
Brett
he's
Murray?
very impressive ruckman.
Kicks the ball down the line. Trying to find Mazared. He's outnumbered this time. And Collegians push the ball forward through Dowland. Oh, well done by Timmy O'Hara, the veteran. He goes straight down the line. And good mark. He's been very good. Sammy West decides to play on to Gazinski. Stands up, he's okay. Gazinski kicks it to a bit of space. Dave, his beautiful kick. Weighted kick was brilliant. And finds Matty Davies. He can kick the ball over the line. And good defensive mark by Paul. Jamie Paul is, like I said before, Brett, he's tried. And Ward, he's been okay.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of their better players today. I think he's found a little bit of the ball throughout the day, and he's generally tried to add a bit of spark to the Collegian side.
And Smirk handball the ball over the top there to William Applin. Tried to find his teammate there, and Ben Clahesi had a bit of time there on Harding, but looks like he's playing by himself now. It's Clahesi. The ball's now good race and tackle from high. Could be holding the ball. Good effort by the big fella there, and Darcy Milner just didn't give up. Brought the player Thomas Patoli to his feet and was holding the ball. So the big fella Milner has it. Umpire's called played on, so he just kicks the ball down the line, and taking a good mark there's Hamish Murray.
It's a lazy kick, to be honest, there by Milner. He could have done a lot better with that.
And Harding this time uses his right. Don't often see that, but beautiful kick on his non-preferred was Harding. And finds lace out to Sam West. He too has been good, West. They're just doing what they want at the moment, aren't they, Uni? And there he is, Tromboto. A good spoil then by Stockwell. But had enough time to get back on it was Lake. Lake to Gajitsky on the right, and finds Davies. Good hard running to space, but I think it's out of bounds on the full. And they can relieve the pressure. Can Collegians. So at least Jack's not going to get wet. Boys, so that's a good highlight. He's safe up there. This ball over the top while the University player was very good in Conti. So have they got enough players on the park fit and raring to go, Brett, to cause a bit of damage come September, University?
I was just thinking the same thing, to be honest with you, Cam. Haven't been super impressive today. It's difficult conditions, but the opposition's been disappointing. So I would have thought they'd be. They're probably, they're going to come away with a good, probably 10-goal win, but it should have been more. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they haven't laid eyes on Curtin Uni, but they obviously did a real number on Uni a few weeks ago. Kingsway obviously improving. North Beach, going to always be thereabouts, even though they've lost a few of late. CBC are on a bit of a run. I'm unsure on University at the moment.
Yep, I think you're right. Just Collegians have nothing to go to. This is a good chain of handball. Good passage of play goes to Ollie Henderson, and Ollie Henderson has kicked a good goal. So well done to Collegians. A good, hard running goal to Ollie Henderson for his first goal. And it's gone at the 9-minute mark of the last quarter.
Yeah, it was good to see them actually trying to take the game on a little bit more there and running the ball through the middle. So, we haven't really seen that much from Collegians today, but great to see them still trying to fight it out in the last quarter, Brett.
Probably their best passage of play, actually. They were actually quite clean from one end of the ground to the other. So, maybe a bit of reward for a bit better effort that time.
Yep. Oh, look, in the end, they're in the A grade for a reason. So they haven't really put the results on the board this year. But look, you'd expect passages to play at times. So great to see them from Collegians there.
Interesting stat, boys. In the second half, Uni have only kicked 4 goals and Collegians have kicked 2. So Murray wins it. Beautiful to Donaldson on the right. Good spoil by the Collegians player over the top. Then there was Thomas Barton, but they have numbers there. Tried to find Gazinski. Collegians good hard running through the contest. The 1-2 was okay. It's a good play effort and good effort by then. Kicks the ball down the line. Then was Thomas Barton. O'Hara was good under pressure, or hitting the ball very hard was the Collegians player there in Clahesi. The bottom of the pack once again, Uni, or hit the ball hard. Very good attack on the footy then by Timmy Rose. And ball's going nowhere, so bit disappointing by University this last quarter, Ward.
Yeah, look, I was thinking it's actually been that midfield contest that has probably been almost half since half time. So Collegians have been able to do that. And look, I've even noticed with Hamish Murray, he's probably taken his eyes off the ball a little bit. Not literally, but look, some of his tap work, especially in this last quarter, really not trying to hit to advantage. He's almost just swiping at the ball. So look, they probably need to focus a little bit more to start getting a couple more goals on the board.
Tim O'Hara once again has another good mark. Whoa! She's back. Good mark over the top then by Sammy West. Second effort was great. Brought his other player into the play was Gizitsky, and beautiful kick by him to find his teammate there, Troy Colton. Colton over the top there to Flint. Flint goes the 1-2, and fantastic passage of play. And Tim O'Hara down back too. Brett's been very impressive.
Yeah, he started that passage of play, and West has been very athletic today. He looks like he could be a handy inclusion. I'm sure how many games he's played for him, but he wasn't there last time we saw Uni. And yeah, he's a very mobile, sort of 6'3", 6'4" player.
Does he's put himself in the contest for the Dart Beanie Player of the Day, Sammy West.
Yeah. It's starting to open up a little bit. You know, we thought probably were leaning towards Harding. I think at one stage he has fallen away a little bit.
And leans back on that. He knew straight away when he hit that Matt Davies, it wasn't a good kick.
He could have had a lot better day too, Matt Davies.
Yeah, he's had a lot of footy, but he's missed a lot of goals.
He could have had 5 easy today.
Correct, yeah. And he's played a part in a few, he's been in the goal assist a few times as well. So
Applin brings the ball out and finds his teammate there in Stockwell. He can bring the ball in the corridor. Risky kick, but it comes off. Barton takes a good defensive mark. Barton, he kicks the ball down the far side. Oh, sun in their eyes. Everyone there, apart from this fella, Timmy Rose. He took a good mark, decides to play on, goes straight down the corridor again. Ball over the top, front and centre then was Lake. He's been good, Lake, as well. And finds his teammate there in Harris. And he can play on again. Oh, it's a pretty lazy kick that then by the University player. So the ball goes back through the chain of handballs to Campbell Miller. Miller decides to turn the back over. Pretty ordinary play here by both sides at the moment. Collegians push the ball forward. Timmy O'Hara mopping up once again. He's good under pressure. Brought his teammate Stewart into the contest. Stewart can find Doc Blakely, and good effort then by Uni. Started once again by Timmy O'Hara.
Switches on, see if we can see some decent play here.
It's a Mazerat deciding what he's due. He can go down the line and good kick and finds Lake. Lake can switch again on the far side. Good hard running by Uni here. Good passage of play by them. Trying to find a bit of an option, and they go straight up there and find Murray. He got one from behind, surely. And the umpire said certainly did.
I sort of understand the switch, but it doesn't, in the context of the day and the weather, it didn't make sense to when they got the footy in the middle of the ground to switch to the far wing. He's now having a shot from a really difficult pocket where he should have rolled to this side and kicked to the top side.
Yeah, look, that seems to be their go-to when they switch as well. They seem to always switch to that right-hand side. They're obviously happy with those with the ball users on that side of the ground, but difficult kick.
Hamish Murray leans back on it. Pretty quick, difficult kick from there. Beautiful sprawl over the top by the Collegians player there. So forced behind. 13-6 to 5-5. We've gone 14 minutes of this last quarter, and I tell you what, someone's got to give Ward a jumper, because I tell you what, he looks free. He's got goosebumps all over his arms. He's freezing. We'll give him a scotch. We'll give him both.
I'm not sure where he thought he was going today.
Yeah, my bad.
Stockwell down the line. Good kick and good defensive mark. Been taken there by Jacob Rose, being one of the best for Collegians. He's been okay. Both him and Paul have been very good, but as soon as your pump of players ties up, I don't know, it's in the play. I thought it was out of bounds on the full, but it wasn't. So tried to find the player over there into ball. I think the Mighty Lions have won too. They've beaten West Perth, the Garlic Munchers ward, so you won't be happy with that, but me and Brett are.
There you go. They live to fight another day, mate. That's all right.
So blood rule here for Uni. This is coming off. It might be Timmy O'Hara coming off. So well done by the umpires. Blood rule. Umpire straight off, and University player coming on the ground there, and Darcy Thompson. So boundary umpire is going to throw the ball in. Good throw by the umpire. Blakey was good. So is this play there for Collegians. Kick around the corner is okay for Dorset Sawyer. And once again the contest. So they just steals out of the pack. Was a University player, and Gazinski tried to find Harding, and Harding just could not grab it. And once again Harding, he's had a lot of the pill. I reckon be over 30 possessions to him, I reckon, by Harding.
Yeah, once again he's been impressive, and I suppose when the game was up for grabs early in the contest, he was winning plenty of the pill and played a big part in Uni having a large lead at half time.
Just about to push in the back to the University player in Donaldson, but umpire said no, it wasn't, so give the ball back to me. He's small in stature, is young Donaldson, Ryan Donaldson, but he plays very, very good footy. Good gravity. There's Harding again, have another possession. Well done, hitting the ball hard, but Donaldson was just even on the contest as well. Standing on the contest and kicked the ball to the fat side. There's a good effort then, tried to find Villios. Villios good, kept his feet, then fell over, and then will use his left foot. Fantastic
Lovely.
vision, finds Blake. They're on here. Blake, they can go over the top to Lake. Lake can lower his eyes and finds the teammate there in Troy Colton. But they could have done a lot more with that Uni. They're stagnant now. They should have moved the ball on quicker, I'd have thought.
Just looking at even the way they were moving the ball then, they had three players that were just way in front, and the Collegians guys just sitting there trailing behind. So look, it's been a story of the day, unfortunately.
Says Colton. Geez, awkward kicking style, but lowers his eyes. And once again, they go that side again and finds Davies. Now, has Davies learnt from that last kick, Brett?
Well, probably the last four. He's had a few from out that side today, and he's only converted two. So, look, we've pumped his tyres up on his field kicking today, but his goal kicking has let him down a little bit. So, let's go on the law of averages that he might slot this one.
So just coming up to 18 minutes. Like I said, they've only kicked 4 after half time, Uni. Conversely, Collegians have also kicked a couple. So here he is, Davies, deliberate shot at goals. And it's held, he's missed again. He knew it. That 2-6, I reckon, to Matt Davies.
He's absolutely filthy with himself as well.
Yep.
And at least one on the full.
Yeah,
When he
yes,
didn't have his right foot.
So 18 minutes to last quarter, 13-8 to 5-5. Collegians can play on and find Jake Dowland. He's kicked a couple, has Dowland.
Yeah, been one of their better players today.
He decides to switch, risky kick. He's going to kick it straight back to Matt Davies. He can handball over the top for Trombotta. If it stands up, it is, and he kicks that one. He says, thank you very much. And I don't know what Jacob Dowland was thinking there, Ward, apart from giving an easy kick to Davies.
Yeah, as we said, we normally pump him up, and I thought he played pretty well today, but not probably his best moment. Great mark by Davies. He's dished one off. Johnny Trombotta chucks through his 6th, Brett.
Yeah, probably.
Could get the beanie now for kicking 6.
Well, a bit of return of favour. He's given away a couple today, Sean. Yep. And Matt Davies has probably worked out it's not his day from that dead pocket, so I might as well dish it off to someone else. And Trombotta's been very impressive all afternoon, really. You know, I know he had a burst in the first quarter, but he's been very consistent in presenting and always been a good target for him.
And like I said too, Brett, he always gives goals off too. He's very unselfish. So Miller ground once again. 19 minutes gone. Murray, beautiful ruck, try to find Donaldson. Paul was equally good there for Collegians. Here he is again, Paul. He's been their best for Collegians by a country mile, is Paul. All done through the traffic, through brute strength. Good effort by Uni. Used the non-preferred there, didn't look comfortable, but Darcy Thompson has it. Opens the core up to Donaldson. Ryan Donaldson can run through the middle of the corridor. Beautiful kick, lowers his eyes and finds Davies again. Too far out to goal was Davies. Give it to Trombotta, lowers his eyes, and there it is.
Kick.
Great strong mate, beautiful kick.
He needs to kick like that when he's shooting on
Yeah,
goal.
he does, yeah.
It's one thing he's done well all day is he's presented up really, really well, and his field kicking's actually been exceptional, but just cannot get him through the big sticks today. Shawnee Trombotto, though, lining up for goal number 7.
So here he is, the little energetic sprinkler, as Brady May called him. He definitely is a sprinkler. Arms and legs everywhere. So Trombotto for goal number 7. Starting to approach at goals. And that is a beautiful kick. Straight over the goal umpire's head. And that's number 7 for Shawnee Trombotto. And that could be enough to get him the Dartfish beanie, I would have thought.
And the Archie thongs.
And the Archie thongs.
Good day for a pair of thongs. No, he's been very good. And I know they've only kicked, I think now just 2 this quarter, and he's kicked them both. It's probably been a game that hasn't reached any amazing heights. From a university, they'll go away happy they got the 4 points, improve their percentage a little bit, and move on. And maybe when they're challenged from better opposition more, they might rise a little bit further.
Yeah, look, I think so. That's really what they needed to get out of the day. First of all, the 4 points, get a good winning margin, and look, I think they'll quite happily jump back in their cars and try and warm up and get a few drinks into them tonight. But
maybe
well
you could
done
go
to
on the way
University.
back. You could go call past Rivers or Connor Clothing Ward and get yourself a jumper, mate. Have that for next week.
Yeah, I'll chuck the heater on, mate.
So through traffic, it's okay. Collegians have it. Kick the ball down the line was okay through Miller. Once again, you have the numbers. Harding was good. Handball to Murray. Murray back. Just used the ball extremely well. And falls in the hand there of Thompson. He can chip over the top because running very hard there is Bertoli.
Oh,
50.
Bertoli can chip the ball down the line. Donaldson under pressure. Ryan Donaldson takes a good mark. He's had a good second half too. Little Ryan Donaldson. Beautiful kick by Donaldson. Tried to find Gajitsky. Have the numbers. Brute strength. Well done by Nathan Stewart, but try to take on one more player than he thought, and it's holding the ball. Oh, it's high. It's a ladder. So Stewart's lucky to get it. He chips the ball over the top to Gajitsky. Also another prolific midfield player for Uni. He kicks the ball down the line. I think Davies tripped over and then it's holding the ball, surely. Umpire said no, he isn't. In a bit of trouble here now is
he's holding
Davies.
the ball.
Charlotte's holding the ball now, and he is. So he won't like that, Matty Davis, because you kicked 2-6, but if you had a kick straight, you would have kicked 6-2. But
Had a kick straight, he might have had a beanie.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
might have too. So chipping ball down the line there is Ben Lindsay. Found Vincent, but too close to the boundary line. So 22 and a half minutes. Ward's cold. Jack's still
He's
not
still
wet,
there, mate. He's
so
doing
he's
all right.
okay.
Yep.
And Haley once again keeping us 3 idiots, the 3 Stooges, on us all afternoon. Haley, you've done well. Brings the ball into the centre of the corridor. Well done by Uni again. The handball was good. Once again, they can draw the play over the top. Good hard running by Uni. Through traffic was okay. Made something out of nothing. Then was Taylor. Found Blakely. Blakely to Lake. Lake over the top. And just about a good mark for Trombotto. He fell over. Second effort was okay. Once again, the pressure by Uni. Late, they're still trying. Tried to find Blakely. He overran it. Collegians can mop up there through Miller. Miller on his left. And there's Harding. He just decides to have a shot himself, does the captain, Benning Harding, and probably had a lot more time than he thought with that ward and would have liked to goal, but he kicked a point.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost cracking triple figures now, the university guys, but definitely did have a little bit more time than he thought.
As the producer Harley gets the thongs and the beanie out of the bag. Actually, you may as well go to ask university today, Ward and Brett, where our jackets and shirts are.
It's not a bad idea, I reckon.
Did you hear about that?
Sorry?
We've had jumpers, we've had jackets and shirts given to us courtesy of the Perth Footy League, and they gave it to university last time we were down at university home game. They're supposed to give us our jackets and our shirts, and they've kept them.
No wonder Ward's cold.
That's terrible.
You could have used it today there.
Absolutely,
Ward. So
mate.
here he is, Davies. He's kicked 2-6.
Where's he kicking this one, Brett?
Can Matt kick, aim it for the left goal post and bring it through.
I've nearly given up on him. He's such a beautiful field kick, and his kicking on goal's been awful.
So here he is, Matty Davies.
I'm going 2-7.
2-7. Oh, I reckon he's going to kick this one
No, I'm going 2-7 as well, mate.
as well. Okay. I'm the only one who's backed him. And you guys are right and I'm wrong. 2-7 it is.
I reckon he kicked it at the right spot and the breeze just didn't grab it either.
Yeah. That's the day he's had.
Yeah, but he still had a lot of the footy. It's been a comprehensive victory here to University. They're happy with the win, but probably should have won by a bit more. And Collegians have it now on the far side. And that is the siren. So 15-9 University 2. Collegians 5 goals, 5. Chimbotta was outstanding with 7 goals. Gizinski also kicked 2. 2 also to Davies, to Blakely, and 1 to Sam West and Ben Taylor. Major goal scorers for Collegians was Rowland 2, Walker 2, and Henderson 1. But overall, Brett, they were just far too good, Uni.
Yeah, look, we probably mentioned it wasn't an outstanding game by either team. Uni have won by 10 and a bit goals, and they move on, and obviously trying to continue to win and stay in touch with the top 5. I'm not sure who they got next week, but they'd probably want to be a little bit sharper than they were today. It's obviously been a tough year for Collegians, heading, unfortunately for them, back to B grade, and they just probably need to try and finish the season off with a pinch of wind from somewhere. But it was a difficult conditions, windy, a little bit wet underfoot, but all in all, University did what they needed to do.
Absolutely. Thoughts there, Ward?
Look, I agree, and realistically, they just had winners all across the ground. I was going right down the team list, and look, probably out of the 22 players that jumped on the park today, I had crosses next to, I think, about 17 of them. So just really strong players across the ground. Collegians, I think I only had ticks probably against 5 of their players today, so just outclassed right the way along. Came and did what they needed to do today, and look, excellent win by University Football Club.
Absolutely. A couple of court scores around the ground. 3 at a time. Fremantle with CBC are 1 point behind Wembley, 53 to 54, and Courtenay 42, and TA's at 18. So if you can make your way out there to get young Shawnee Trombotta there with 7 goals, he wins the Dartfish beanie and the thongs as well. So good effort by him, and a good effort by University as Brett makes his way out in the middle of the ground.
Number 2.
Mazaret or Ret? Oh, Mazaret book, okay. Mazaret.
He got welded out the other week. Knocked out. Cold. You guys sort of was at Topiano.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, he's out cold. And you're going on about the Topiano family and the rest of them.
Okay, Brett, you have the man of the match there. Over to you.
I got Sean Trombetta here. Outstanding game individually for yourself, and obviously a good win for the team.
Yeah, really good win. We've sort of had a on and off month, like missed a couple of games, had a couple of tough losses, so just to get another win's good, and a few more games left, and then hopefully, have a crack at finals.
Yeah, well, congratulations, 7 goals today, outstanding in tough conditions. Obviously got some great feed from your teammates up the ground. Really important win for your team. Congratulations, the Dartfish beanie and the Archie's thongs, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers, guys, thank you.
Good on you, mate. Great game.
So presentation now for the John Pry Cup, which will go to universities. They have this after every Collegians University game. So looks like the John Pry Cup there is going to go to, obviously, University. They've won this game fairly easily. And thanks once again to Brett. And seemed like a very honest young fella, young Sean, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely right. And as you mentioned, look, they just needed to get the win today, which is what they needed to do. And I think he probably undersold himself a little bit about the game he had. It was an excellent game of footy by Shawnee Trombetta.
Certainly is. We're just filming this now for the winner of the Johnny Pry Cup. Well done once. The Victorious Cup of the John Pryor Cup University. So it's good evening here from home of Dalkeith Oval. University have been far too good. 15-9 to 5-5. Thanks very much for your company, Brett Mayo and Ward Harris. Thanks very much for your company. Well done, Jack, on the filming. Haley for keeping us honest. So it's good evening here from Dalkeith Oval.